Hey everyone, so I want to talk about what is, in my opinion, the best pleco alternative here. Of course, pleco, plecostomus are usually used to eat algae, and some get huge. I mean, they can get 2 foot or so. Not always the ideal for tanks. So to me, pleco alternative you can buy is a Nerite snail, as you see here, who is kind of hiding from the front of the tank. He's kind of up here chilling. So Nerite snails to me are the best algae eater, best. You see he's hiding really well there. Pleco alternative there. So they, of course, do not get that big whatsoever. You can put them in smaller tanks. You can put them in like a 2.5 gallon, 5 gallon tank if you wanted to. This is my 20 gallon long. And they do a phenomenal job. So I only have 2 of them in here. That one I see all the time. The other one hides a lot. But it's nuts because this little guy right there, that thing right there, when I put that in this tank, it came from a different tank. It was covered in algae. I mean, it was covered in algae. Within probably about a week, if less than that, you can see there's almost no algae on it whatsoever. They do a phenomenal job at keeping algae at bay. This guy too was covered in algae. Not as much anymore. It still has the crazy algae that you can't really get off of there. The same with the plants and stuff. These are usually covered in algae. My light's pretty strong. The Nerites just go to town on it. They just devour the algae. It is crazy how well they work. Let's see. Actually, I think the gravel too was at one point. A lot of it was covered in algae because again my lighting was a bit too strong. Putting the couple Nerite snails within a week or two, almost all the algae is gone. They keep it at bay. So my problem with plecos is I do like them, but they get huge. Your common pleco can get 2 foot. Even a 20 gallon tank like this, it's way too big. Not only do they get too big, they also get lazy. The bigger they get, the lazier they get. Nerite snails do not have that issue. They will devour algae all their life. I've never had a Nerite snail slow down like I've had plecos, or I've seen plecos come down, slow down. So I used to work at pet store years and years ago. We get into giant plecos. 99% of the time they'd be laying down on the bottom of the tank with a giant turd coming out of them. So when they get bigger, they produce more waste than they do eat algae, it seems like. Yeah, Nerite snails, very, very, very little waste they produce, and they just go to town on the algae. They'll eat other stuff as well, uneaten food and things like that, just like pleco would. And again, they just do not take up all of your living space in your tank. And again, you can put them in way smaller tanks than you can a pleco. Now, there are smaller plecos. I do know that. When you can get plecos that get to be 4 inches, 6 inches. But usually people buy the big plecos. And even a 4 or 6 inch pleco, you can't really be putting into a 2.5 gallon tank when it gets full grown. It's just going to be too big, or smaller tanks. So to me, Nerite snails are the #1 algae eater. You guys let me know. Do you guys like your plecos? Do you guys like Nerite snails? Or do you like some other type of algae eater? Yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, I do appreciate you watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye.